What if I could give you a checklist, a 10-point checklist, so that you will know you are already a master manifestor? Not that we need signs, but I always say, look for some beautiful evidence, because we are the great operant power. We are the great I am. A lot of manifestation teachers tell you to go into the I am that I am, to go in, and I even say go into the 0 point, release all the stories, and then come out in your chosen reality. But what do you do in the meantime? How do you know? How do you not let an echo, a mind echo, come in and tell you that you're not? Well, this video today is going to walk you through that beautiful 10-point checklist. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a 3-day master manifestor challenge, so that with the checklist and the challenge, you can see in just 3 days, when you keep your focus, because that's the important thing. You command your reality into being, but you have to keep the focus of the current character, so that mind echoes can't come in and say, it's not working. Why isn't it happening? Why isn't it happening fast enough? You've been there. I've been there. I've been there. And no matter how many times you do this, when you go into bigger energy and you take that bungee jump into something new, which I'm doing right now, it's just new energy of the new reality that you're not acclimated to yet. That's why it feels like you're being sent to the principal's office, right? That you've done something wrong. It's just you're feeling energy now, and you don't know yet what it all looks like. So the mind wants to keep you safe, and it thinks something negative is happening, and that's why it starts creating those stories. So this video today is going to help you stay out of that mind, know that it's okay to bungee jump into a new reality, so that you can start living your wish fulfilled right now, because you're already a master manifestor and you're in the wish fulfilled, and everything that's happening now is the unfolding of the wish fulfilled. It's just, what story will you put over top of it? All right, my manifesting friends, welcome back to the Invincible CEO YouTube channel. This is our wish fulfilled playground. I'm just a big kid. My name is Dede Powerniak. I am the Invincible CEO. I'm here to help you manifest with ease, because manifestation, say it with me, is simple, easy, and fun. And I also want to see you win big, win all the time. That's why I come back over and over to do these videos, that I help people make better choices in the now moment, and how to stick with those choices as everything begins to unfold. All right, so let's get into our list here, that how you know you're a master manifestor. Point 1, declare you're a master manifestor. How exciting is that? It's really that simple. Say it with me. I am a master manifestor. You are a master manifestor. I am a master manifestor. You are a master manifestor. I am a master manifestor. You are a master manifestor. We just did the mirroring principle. So now, welcome to the Master Manifestor Club. It really is that simple. And I know to the conscious mind is going, it can't be that simple. It really is, because now we've created this reality. We spoke it into existence. And now the subconscious, remember, the conscious mind chooses, it doesn't manifest. It chooses. We just chose to be a master manifestor and declared it. And now the subconscious mind will start to populate so that you can find evidence. And that's why we have this beautiful checklist today. It's just like, think about gravity right now, right? You are the master manifestor of gravity. Whether you realize it or not, now you realize it, because let's face it, you have no concerns at all today that you're going to float in the air on your own spontaneously, right? It might be if you go to an amusement park and go in some kind of ride or something, but it doesn't matter what state you're in, what country you're in, what your bank account is, who you are, who you love, who you don't love, what you're doing. You have no concerns. And that's an assumption that gravity works for you. You don't need to know the formula. You don't need to know the science behind it. It's working. The law of assumption, the law of attraction, all the laws of the universe do that automatically for you, because why? You're a master manifestor. Okay, so let's check that off the box. Number 2, show your mind how it's done. So if I expect my manifestations to happen in 3 days, then I do something and I give myself my own manifestation within 3 days, something that I have to be consciously aware of in the now moment, because here it ties into point number 3, to know what you want. You got to know what you want. So they kind of go hand in hand. And sometimes you know what you want because you know what you don't want. So let me tie these 2 points together. So number 2, I show my mind how it's done by doing it first. And number 3, because I know what I want. And sometimes it's because I know what I don't want, right? Either way is fine. So if I want my manifestations to show up in 3 days, I got to be able to say to my mind, well, I've done it. And if I've done it and I'm the operant power and I'm the leader, now you got to do it too. This is the new mode of operation. So what I did was I started water fasting. Right. And you don't have to water fast. Maybe you can do a social media fast. Maybe you can do a phone fast, right? Turn it off for 3 days. Because during those 3 days, that mind echoes will come in and offer you opportunities. Do you really want to do that? Why do you want to do that? You don't need to do that. You don't need to sacrifice. You know, but it's not sacrificing. It's me being the leader, me saying to the mind, and it's always going to object to a new reality at first because it wants to keep you safe. And it's going to ask you the are you sure? It's not are you worthy, but are you ready? Right? Are you really ready to do this? Then you'll see it through. So all I have to do for 3 days is just drink water. And I have my starting point and I have my finish line, my wish fulfilled, but I'm in my wish fulfilled. Every time I take a sip of water, I remind myself that I'm in my wish fulfilled. And this is the 3-day unfolding of my water only fasting, because all I'm doing is drinking water and it frees up so much time. So at the end of the 3 days, when it's, I can check off the checklist, boom, check that box off that I've done it. Now my mind has to start delivering things to me in 3 days. And if it doesn't, I go and I do it again. And it doesn't want me to do that. So all it has to do is take a need to me and bring me my manifestations within 3 days, or I'll keep doing this water fasting thing, right? Because I'm the boss, I'm in charge, you're in charge. So again, I show my mind how it's done. And then because I know what I want. And sometimes it's because you know what you don't want. And that's okay too. Either way is fine. So let me give you an example of that. If you've noticed my background, I'm on a work vacation. Now, I wanted a work vacation. Sometimes I want a vacation. But I wanted a work vacation on the west coast of Florida. I've never been to west coast of Florida. I've been to Florida so many times. So I was open to any of my Florida clients reaching out to me. Didn't reach out to any of those, because not only am I willing for things to drop into my lap, I'm also willing to be the one to make them happen. So when I created this a month ago, I said it would be nice to either have a new client in West Coast Florida, or to go down to see some of my East Coast Florida clients. But if that didn't happen, I'm always my own client, and I will create a situation that I can go down to Florida so that I can have this work vacation and explore West Coast Florida that I've always wanted to do. So that's what actually happened. So I wanted a new client, or one of my old clients. That didn't happen, but I was okay with that not happening, because then I would be my client and come down here. And what I mean by that is as I shared with you guys, I'm meeting with a new coach. I have had such a wonderful ride doing my business the way that I have. And I now know that I've taken myself as far as I can go, that everything's figure outable. I can figure it out, but I don't want to take all that time. If somebody's already done what it is that I want to do, I'm going to hire them for their expertise. So I got my blueprint. I got my notebook. I'm meeting with her on Thursday. And today I'm getting done all the stuff I have to do for the business, because yesterday I spent the day at the pool. Today I'm going to spend the day at the beach after I'm done meeting with my online clients this morning. And so by the time you're probably watching this, my feet are in the sand. And I know when I go to the ocean, everything opens up. That's like my heaven on earth. Absolutely love the ocean. So I'm going to take this with me. I'm not deliberately going to open it up to try to make it happen, but I know most likely while I'm there, because there's a lot of questions in this blueprint, look at all these pages, that I have to ask. I have to know. She wants to know, Dede, what do you want in your business? And I think I know what I want in my business, but I really want that clarity. So I'm going to take this down there and let it flow. And if it doesn't happen today, it's okay. There's always tomorrow, but I'm not going to force it to happen, because I know I'm already in the wish fulfilled. I haven't even talked to her yet. Don't even know what the new formatting looks like. I know that it doesn't look like what I'm doing now. Not that I don't love what I'm doing now. Do you see how all this works? So this is where you get to be the one as a master manifestor. You can create imaginal acts. You can create scenarios, but you also have to be the one to take charge and go into action. Very, very important. Okay, so I know that it will be the next point, number 4. I'll know that I'll be successful even before I start it. I know And this talks about 3 months, right? So if I'm starting the same time I'm starting my 3-month program, this is the last time I'm offering the 3-month program that way. So you still have a chance to get in, and I'll share a little bit more about that in a moment. But I know 3 months from now, by the middle of September, at the latest, the end of September, I'm going to have a whole new business, and my 10,000 months, because that's what it says, 10,000K, I'm already doing that. So I want it to explode, and I know that I'm already successful, right? Just how much is it that I want ahead of time, and I'm making an investment in myself. Okay, so I know I'll already be successful before I start it, and let me give you proof of that for number 4. I mentioned before on this channel, December 4th, there was 135 subscribers. As I'm making this video, there's 8,050, and we're 1 day shy of 7 months. Tomorrow is the 7-month anniversary of me blowing up the YouTube channel. Now, prior to starting, there was over 400 videos here. They were for my clients. I wasn't looking to grow a YouTube channel. They were just extra things for my clients before I created my programs. Now, really on this channel, you might see over 400, but there's probably about 700 videos. So there's a lot of them that are not open to the public. And what I decided when I started, I said to myself, I don't have to do another video. There's already so much on here to be successful that this YouTube channel can blow up, that I could just sit there every day, go to my 0 point and expect it to blow up. But what is it that I want? And I really wanted to be a participant in this. I wanted to update the way some of the things that I've said 5 years ago that are on the, or 4 years ago that are on the channel, because I see things differently now. I have evolved as I'm helping you. And again, I want to help everybody make better choices in the now moment, right? So I knew I was already successful, that channel already set up, that it could easily catch the eye somewhere and go viral. I was already viral even before I put my first new video up. But because I know that if I really want this to go viral, really wanted this to explode, I knew the exciting part would be that to do a little bit every day, because it would keep me focused in the in-between. So if I just wanted 100,000 subscribers, was I willing to sit in the now and do nothing else and not let my echoes come in going, you're not doing enough, or why hasn't it gone viral yet? So what I did, knowing that I was successful before I started, is that I knew I would be coming here mostly every day to give some point of focus, because it leads into the next one of give yourself a reality to play with. Right? So number 5, master manifestors give themselves a reality to play with, because your subconscious mind can only populate with what it is that you're engaging with. And it can move you to engage, but will you know ahead of time? Are you that aware of how your subconscious speaks to you through your body? That's what we do in our programs. So if you're not, then being in the environment will allow it to open up, expand, and explode. So again, master manifestors give themselves a reality to play with. The more you put yourself out there in the reality to play with, the more opportunities your subconscious mind can populate it for you. Okay. Now, the other thing is that I have to ask myself, and you too, master manifestors, is how much is this going to cost me? Right? So I'm going to be doing this new program. How much is this going to cost me in time and money? Because I make investments in myself. Master manifestors invest in themselves. So to me, it's not how much is it going to cost me, is how much is it going to cost me if I don't change, if I don't do something different, if I don't take this bungee jump, right? And I know that you're probably sitting there going, yeah, well, Dede, now you have the money to do it. Well, not always. I've been where you are. And even now, with the amount of money that I have coming in, I have 5 kids. I have other responsibilities. I'm in charge of my whole entire life. And I always make sure that when I am going to invest in something, it's not something that I can easily invest in. I should feel that little pull, because it keeps me anchored in a little bit more. And I know that I'm going to get 3 to 10 times results back. So if I invest $5,000, I expect a $15,000 to a $50,000 return, right? That's the important thing, because I know right now that I can make minimum 10,000 a month, right? Have some bigger months. But what if I wanted a 50,000 minimum? How long doing what I'm doing now, if I'm doing 10,000, and I don't bring in any new skills or any new awareness that I don't have yet. That's what hiring a coach does. It brings in bigger awareness of someone who is already where you want to be, showing you, here are the cheat codes, here's the shortcuts, because you can butt in front of the line. You could get there on your own because everything's figure outable, but how much time and how much money would it cost me to continue to do this on my own? And I look back at my last 3 to 6 months and I see where the growth is. I see where the consistency is, but I also see where the inconsistency is. And that's going back to, you got to know what you want. Sometimes you know what you don't want, right? So it's lovely. It really is. But I didn't come into business just to do the same thing month after month, year after year. Businesses need to grow because that's what we're in business. If you're in a business and you're not making money, you're in a hobby. There's a difference between a hobby and a business. And this is what I've chosen, not to work for someone else. This is what I've chosen to help people make better choices. This is my business, right? So you got to know what it is that you want. And how much is it going to cost you if you stay the same? So this is where I want to talk to you real quick about my group training program. We are starting next Monday, 7 days from now, 1 week from now, on the week of June 10th. And we are going to go for 3 months. Now, this is a small group. Most likely it's going to be the last time that it has 10 or less people in there. And I want you to join me and Val and Lori and Jane and Anna. That's who's in there right now. We are waiting for you. I figure we're going to have about 10 people. Where else can you have a high-level manifestation coach with over 30 years of experience that's going to meet with you live twice a week, plus all the workbooks, all the events are going to be recorded so you can go back and watch over and over, and have a supportive community, a close-knit cohort that people are where you are, and you're all going to grow and support each other together. So right now, if you would like to meet with me to see if it's a good fit, type in consult in the comment section below, and I will give you the link for a consult. Even though I'm on my work vacation, I will open up spots for you. And if there's a time on the calendar, if you want to get in today, then put in there today, because I don't think I can open the calendar up for you to schedule, but I can schedule you. So if you want to get in today, email me at denise@theinvincibleceo.com. And I will get you on the calendar today. We might be doing a consult when I'm on the beach, but I'm okay with that if you are. Okay, and number 2, if you know that you're ready for the group program, then type in program and I will put the link in the comment for you so that you can sign up. Now, when you go to sign up, I'm offering $100 off each month. I've never done that before. It's only been like at the very beginning, I offer the first month, because that's all you need is the first month. And it really is an investment of yourself in money and time. And again, ask yourself, how much is this going to cost you if 3 months from now you haven't figured it out? Everything is, maybe nothing ever stays the same, but are you going backwards? Or maybe you got some breadcrumbs and you went forward a little bit. And if you figured it out on your own, congratulations. But look at your last 3 to 6 months. And if you're frustrated, if you feel stuck, if you feel you need some guidance, I will tell you this with certainty. Here's my program, that the cost will never be this low again. So I'm not one of those salesy type people. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. When I say to you that this is the last time that the prices are going to be this low, I'm not kidding. And please hold me to that, because I hold myself to that, because once again, I have to show my mind how it's done. And when I put it out there and I announce it and declare the reality, that's the reality that I'm in. Okay. So we know that we're successful before we start. And I know that you're successful. And also, all of the links are always in the description box below. So I'm going down my list. We find evidence everywhere, even if it looks like we're going backwards, because the reason why you go backwards is because you've opened up such a big reality going forward. So if I'm going from 10,000 K months or a little bit higher to 50 or 75,000 K months, I've opened up some really big energy there, which means that I could technically, because of the law of rhythm and the swing, could go and end up negative 75,000 or negative $50,000, right? Knowing that's a possibility, but not going to happen. And that's why there seems that little bit of a pullback, because when you open in one direction, you open in the other, because the mind needs equilibrium and balance. It's just, if it seems like it's going backwards, it's really not. It's just the energy kind of evening itself out a little bit before you go forward. I always talk about the arrow, that there's a little bit of pullback so that arrow can project a lot further. And it's just an arrow moment. Okay, so we make no apologies. I make no apologies for anything that I do. The cost of the Invincible CEO programs are going to be going up. Make no apologies for that, because I'm going to be showing up differently. I'm going to be offering more value. And there, once again, has to be an equal share of energy. And if there's not, then things go out of whack. So we make no apologies. I am who I am. And that's where that confidence comes in as a master manifestor. We make no apologies. We want what we want because we want it. We know that we can have it. It's already ours. We don't care if it hasn't shown up yet. I know I have those bigger income months coming in. I can feel her pulling me forward. And that's what we want you to know, that you're master manifestor because you're it now. And do I know all the steps? Not a clue. Do I probably know some of the steps? I'm sure there's a lot of things that I'm already doing that are very, very similar, but we're probably going to put a different spin on them. We're going to open up a new perspective. That's what I'm paying this coach for. So, and again, if she tells me I have to stand in the corner upside down and yodel 5 times a day, you better believe I'm going to be doing headstands and yodeling, right? Because I've opened myself to be coachable. Okay. Why not you? Why not now? Stop putting off for a future that never comes, right? I had someone reach out to me the other day and say, yeah, the money's in, but it's still, even though I didn't have the money and I created the money to do the program, now that it's here, I'm just nervous and I don't want to put it there. All right, well, that's okay. That's the reality that you're opening up for yourself. But that money eventually, regardless of what you spend it on, is going to run out. And you've manifested it now. Can you do it again? And if you can, then do it again and get in the program, right? But I'm never going to force anyone to do anything that they don't want to do, but I am going to make you aware of the reality that you're opening up, because why not you and why not now? When? If not now, when? And what is it? How do the stars have to align? What is the perfection that has to happen? Because the mind that's telling you that's what it is isn't giving it to you now. Because if that's what it is, why isn't your mind giving it to you now? Do you see the paradox there? It's telling you not now, but why not just give it to you? Because it is a confident choice within yourself, so you go and make it happen. And there's been times where I've sold stuff, whatever I needed to do, whatever it took. If I needed the money, and in the beginning, guys, I'm telling you, in the beginning, I had to do and get rid of some things and sell some things. So I've been where you are. I know. And it's like, but the thing was, I said to myself, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to open up a credit card, or if I'm going to, which I don't have now anymore, I got rid of all my debt. But back then, if that's what I had to do, it wasn't like, I hope this is going to work. If I'm doing this, it is going to work. If I'm going to sell some stuff, it is going to work. And it did. I said to myself, why not me? Why not now? What's so special about me that everybody else can have their dreams and I can't? Master manifestors don't think that way. We seize the opportunity in this now moment because that's all there ever is. And if you are waiting for the perfect time, then you are in a waiting reality. Congratulations, you've manifested the perfect waiting reality, but waiters always wait, right? And master manifestors are always creating their reality now. It's always unfolding now. It's all part of it now. So whether you have the money and you're still nervous, you know what? Then it's not your time. Don't do it. But then really ask yourself, when? And what are you doing to move yourself towards that, right? Going back to the rest of the list. Number 10, we are invincible. Master manifestors are invincible. That is why that is why I named my YouTube channel and my business the Invincible CEO. You are the chief energetic officer of your life. This is all energy moving in form, through form, and out of form, right? You are the energy driver. You are the energy focus. Whatever you put your focus on, the energy flows to you, in you, and through you. And that's where inspired action, you're taking inspired action. Every time you get up and walk, that's inspired action. You're inspired to move. Every time you eat something, that's inspired action. You're inspired to nourish yourself. Anytime you watch a video, that's inspired action. You're inspired to be here and watch this. Okay. So I've given you my list, and now I'm going to give you the challenge. For 3 days, remind yourself that you are a master manifestor. How you can do this, you can come back for the next 3 days and watch this video. You can do it at the beginning of your day. You can do it multiple times during your day to help keep you focused, to see what my coaching is like. Every hour on the hour, set your alarm and repeat 3 times. I am a master manifestor. I find evidence everywhere. I am a master manifestor. I find evidence everywhere. I am a master manifestor. I find evidence everywhere, because right now I'm rendering this. I'm experiencing and rendering it simultaneously. It may seem like it's solid. It may seem like it's always going to be here, but that's how good reality creation is, because it has to be believable to you so that you can move around in it. So every hour on the hour, you're going to set your alarm, and you're going to see how many times. Are you willing to do this? I mean, it takes what? A minute every hour to say, I'm a master manifestor. I see evidence everywhere. But will you do it? And will you come back and watch this video to remind yourself that you are? And you don't even have to ask for anything. I just want you to start looking for evidence. Oh, here's this computer. I'm a master manifestor. Here's this beautiful bungalow in West Coast, Florida. I'm a master manifestor. Here's my printout. I went when I didn't have to print this out. I was inspired to do so. I went and bought my copy. You can see how basic I am. Went and bought my copybook because I like to write things down. That's how I script my reality. What's going to be in here is the scripting of the new reality. What's here are the prompts for the scripting of the new reality. Do you see how this beautiful coaching thing works? I'm so excited for you. So within 3 days, I want you to take out, whether it's on your phone or you have your own notebook, and I want you to see evidence of abundance. I want you to see evidence of joy. I want you to see evidence of success. And I just want you to see evidence of a beautiful template wherever you are. And are you ready to bungee jump? I'm going to challenge you again to either get a consultation on my calendar before Friday. Once Friday comes, we're done. Whoever's in the group is in the group. I know some of you have asked me. I've done that. Got to get you on my calendar. If you want to get on my calendar today, Denise at theinvincibleceo.com. If you want to do tomorrow, just go right on to the app and schedule, and I will meet with you. And if it's not a good fit, I've already told 3 people right now where you are in your mindset. You're not ready, and that's okay. That's okay. But it could change. If you guys are watching, one of the 3 people, if you've changed your mind and you're ready to make this bungee jump, the door's always open. But I don't want you to be there guessing and wishing and wondering if this is it. You got to know, because we know ahead of time. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you deeply. I love every minute of this. I'm literally not only teaching you what I've gone through, what I'm doing now, I'm sharing all of that stuff with you because I've been where you are. But this YouTube channel itself is a testament that it was a lot easier than I thought, a lot easier. My mind talked me out of it for years to blow up this channel. And it was all BS. It was totally wrong. It was a lot easier. Was there some action involved? Absolutely. But I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it anyway. That was the thing. I was doing it anyway. And my mind was like, it's going to be extra. And actually, it's made my coaching business easier, which then allowed me to expand to know that I'm ready for the next step. But I'm smart enough to know that I've taken myself as far as I can go on my own. And I need the help and expertise of someone who's already where I want to be. And that's what I'm offering you, because we are mirroring this reality, because we are all master manifestors. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you deeply. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes, the shares, the watching of the videos, everything that you do to help make this the success. As always, check out the videos that have been chosen just for you. Until next time, happy manifesting and enjoy. And now it's beach time for me.